the circle really fast. Tap 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 the circle circle really fast. Tap the 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 circle circle really fast. Tap the 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 the circle really fast. Tap 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 the circle really fast. really fast. Tap the circle 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 really fast.
Right now for Mertsch. Why not just throw it in?
Tap the circle the circle really fast.
Boy, that would miss being an ace by much.
Tap the circle really fast. Tap the circle really fast.
2 rounds down, 3 rounds to play at the PDGA Professional
Tap the
Disc
circle
Golf
really
World
fast.
Championships presented by Zuka. Another beautiful day in
Tap the
Lynchburg,
circle
Virginia,
really fast.
as we return to the Discraft course at New London.
Tap the circle
Holland
really
Handley
fast.
put together a double-digit under par round here in round number 1.
Tap the circle really fast.
Slightly under par yesterday at Ivy Hill, and she is still your
Tap the
leader
circle
by
really
3
fast.
strokes. Eveliina Salonen
Tap the circle
Trailing.
really fast.
by 3. They will be together on the lead card along with Mertsch
Tap the
and Emily
circle
Weatherman.
really fast.
Take a look at Arcana current
Tap the
conditions.
circle really fast.
Well, what do you know? Another perfect day for disc golf. The wind
Tap
so
the
low,
circle
it's
really
not even
fast.
on our graphic. 62 degrees, humid,
Tap the
dewy
circle
grass,
really
and
fast.
just perfect for disc golf. Spectators keep filling up
Tap the
these
circle
courses. We
really
love to be
fast.
inside our broadcast booth, expecting even bigger crowds today at New London.
Tap the
Good
circle
morning.
really
Alongside
fast.
the Hall of Famer Valarie Jenkins, I am Charlie Eisenhood, and Val.
Tap the
We've now seen
circle
both
really
courses.
fast.
We've seen players looking good, dealing with the struggles,
Tap
the
the
OBs
circle.
at Ivy Hill. Now we go back to the woods. What are you expecting to see today?
Well, I think for Holland Handley, I think she's set her expectations extremely high. The performance that she did in round 1 was something that she didn't even know was possible. She actually said, I didn't think people could get to double digits on this course. So she's got a lot of expectations to try and keep up with the score that she put out there. I think, if we could see somebody in 8 under, that would be remarkable. But what she was able to do in round 1 really set the bar.
Yeah, and of course, Eveliina looking like the sharper player yesterday, shot tied for the hot round, 5 under par. Holland a little bit more up and down on day 2.
Yeah, and I think Eveliina now coming back to this course for the second time around, she has a little bit more redemption that she needs to make up for. So we will see how these players kind of take those memories from round 1 and feed into round 3.
Take a look back at some of the highlights from round number 1. Holland Handley looked fantastic. This shot, setting up an eagle on the 7th, was the shot of the day, maybe the shot of the tournament so far.
And she was putting so well. The fact that she was able to make that circle's edge eagle putt. And then another huge shot here, laying up underneath the basket. Much easier eagle putt there on hole 9.
The only player to eagle hole 7 or 9 was Holland Handley. And then yesterday, Eveliina was the star, doing what she tends to do, which is put the disc underneath the basket with looks at birdie.
And I think it really helps for Eveliina to be a little bit more accurate with the drives and the upshots to allow herself to not think too much about putting.
Solid day overall, 6 for 8 from circle 1 on the putting green for Eveliina. And she only took 1 bogey. Take a look at the lead card. Mentioned them already, and they've all got something to be proud of, and they've all got wins on tour. And that's true for almost every player inside the top 10.
Yeah, everybody's trending in the right direction as of recently. Eveliina, 2-time major champion, but she started off the year winning chess.com. And I think that was kind of getting her into this generation of, yes, I am here. I know how to play this game. And it'll be fun to see. Emily Weatherman, this is a big moment for her to be on the lead card at the World Championship.
And Holland Handley earlier this season getting a win at the Beaver State Fling, taking down a Pro Tour for the first time. And she had to clutch up big. This on 18, one of the moments of the year, putting her in a position to go into a playoff against Scoggins. She knocked down another putt, and that would get her first DGPT victory. She matched it later in the year at Ledgestone, and now she's trying to win her first major and her first Worlds this weekend. Let's take a look at some of the storylines for the weekend. Of course, Handley She's got that lead. She led by 3 after 1. She's now still up by 3 after 2. Eveliina, she's won a couple of majors, but she doesn't have a Worlds win. Mean a lot for her and for the Finnish disc golf community if she were to take one down. And Kristen still struggling through 2 rounds.
And I still can't count Kristen out. In round 1, Kristen was back of Holyn 11 strokes. So we know it's possible to make up 11 strokes on a person in 1 round on this course.
It's true. And we've seen Kristen do it before at the European Open, coming back from down 7 strokes in the final round, and she won the tournament. And that was just a couple months ago. So Kristen will get some looks at her today. She's on the 3rd card. And we're going to send it down now to the 3rd member of our broadcast team. Nate Perkins is on the ground with Hayden Henry from the PDGA. Good morning, Nate.
Hey, good morning, Charlie. Happy to be joining you guys here at New London Tech, Day 3. Hayden, we've got a unique situation at Worlds. We've got 2 different pools in each division. Can you kind of talk about, how that shakes up? The switch happened last night, is that correct?
Yeah, the big shuffle after round 2, after both pools have played both courses. And like you said, it did happen last night. 104 players in each pool. We had 7 FPO players make the jump from the D pool to C pool, led by Estonia's Kristi Unt made the jump. Cool. And we had 22 players in the MPO pool make the switch. Jake Wolf jumped tied for 19th. Wyatt Mahoney, making his Pro Worlds debut, made the jump from B to A, and then Scott Stokely, same thing. So pretty exciting stuff. Now we got 2 more rounds through both courses, and the great cut will happen Saturday night.
Well, Hayden, thanks for that info. And can you remind us once again, what do people need to do to get their bids in, and when is that deadline coming up?
Yeah, October 1st. And really something cool that we're doing this time through is you can put in a bid for 26 and 27. So that gives any LOC just that much more opportunity to hit the ground running, to get working on things, to start working with the PDGA. So just that extra year is going to be a big step just for everyone all the way around. So when that happens, everybody will be ready to go. Some exciting stuff. We had 9 people from Europe join us yesterday, including UC and Yuko, and that whole 2025 Pro Worlds team are on the ground here, seeing how things happen and getting ready for that. So just really exciting stuff.
Awesome stuff, Hayden. And guys, there's a ton of tension in the air. Hayden and I were just over on the practice putting green, and it's a different day. It's day 3. So we're going to send it back to you in the booth, and Hayden and I are going to go enjoy the action.
Awesome. Thank you, Nate. Great to hear from Hayden. We're going straight out onto the course. Here's Kristen on the tee of the 1st. Of course, this is hole number 2. And that is a pure tee shot from Kristen.
And I feel like these first couple of tee shots get the players warmed up. Kristen hit one of the first trees on hole 1 in the first round, and then she wasn't able to recorrect herself and get things going. So Kristen looking very solid on the tee at 2.
Kristen took a par on hole number 1. Natalie Ryan, Henna Blomroos, Hailey King, and Heidi Laine comprise today's chase card. Hailey King almost had an amazing round yesterday. Put together a lot of birdies, 11 birdies on the day.
And first on the tee, from Richmond, Virginia, Natalie Ryan.
Natalie Ryan hailing from Virginia.
And a nice forward roll. Oh, maybe not.
one down yesterday with a triple bogey and a double bogey on her card.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, Hailey King.
So Henna at the edge of the circle.
And from
A complete misfire on that right side.
Laine.
Laine got an eagle on hole 15 yesterday. Shot a 3 under. And squares up the first tree. And that's a tough spot to be in. Really difficult to save par from where she is.
Heidi had a rough round out here in round 1. Shot a 3 over. So yesterday, she kind of leaned into her talents out here, the wide open course, attacking the holes, and climbed her way up to be on our chase card.
Look at your leaderboard. Handley led Mertsch by 3 strokes after round 1. Excellent rounds out here in the woods at New London from both Mertsch and Handley.
Outside circle 2. And then with the slope behind the pin, I wouldn't blame her for laying up.
Tremendous drive for Kristen on hole 2. Second shot on the par 4. That's a nice start for Kristen. Well, Paige Pierce is the record holder for the largest comeback to win a World Championships with 3 rounds to play. It was 11 strokes back in 2015. But Val, that was a kind of an unusual year. The leader at the time, Sarah Hokum, got into a car accident, missed the tee time, and ended up basically giving away the lead because she didn't arrive on time.
Well, I don't think she actually got any penalties for arriving late, but she did get in the car accident. We actually held back the round. The whole division actually waited for her to come, but there was a lot going on, and I'm sure a little rattled for a very dramatic way to start the day. I think she still shot one of the best rounds ever of her tournament after that car accident, but Paige Pierce was on a mission.
Paige Pierce, also the record holder for second largest comeback. 7 strokes back in 2019. But it shows a little bit what Kristen might have to overcome. It would need to be matching the record. She's trailing right now by 11, make it 12 strokes to Holyn Handley. Go back to the hole number 2. Missy Gannon putting for par after bogeying the first. And it's going to be back-to-back bogeys for Gannon to begin her round number 3. Laine, soft bid. Missy now going to fall over par. Are you surprised? I mean, we saw Gannon really put the pressure on Kristen last year at the World Championships. We saw how great she's been playing in the woods this season, and been a little bit of a slow week so far for her.
Yeah, and I would compare these courses. They're very similar to what we saw in Vermont. You've got the wooded course, Brewster's Ridge. Hailey connects with a tree right in front of her. And then you've got the wide open Fox Meadow, and now we have the Ivy Hill course. I think things are a little bit more ramped up. We have a lot of OB out at this World Championship. And I'm not sure, you know, we see the best players having some struggles out on the course, but now we're getting back for these redemption rounds, seeing the course for the second time in competition.
Hailey pitches up.
Hailey shot a 2-over in round 1. And we have to compare all these scores. Holyn Handley shot a 10 down. So seeing anybody at even or over par, they were losing at least 10 strokes to the leader. And that was just one round. Really shows you how much things can shake up here in the woods.
Ryan for a birdie. Just a touch low. So no birdies for the chase card here on the first. Hailey in for double bogey. Tough start. Laine, bogey to drop back to even. Back over to the second. Kristen in for the birdie. Her first of the day. She's trying to make a tremendous comeback. It needs to start today. We'll be back at the PDGA Pro World Championships.
My relationship with Suga, it's just like a family. Sometimes they just surprise send me a thing I'm not even know. When I arrive home, boom, the box.
Such a great product, and Zuka's always there for me whenever I need anything.
After every tournament, I get a call. No matter the results, they're always there supporting me.
They have so many different things that can be a solution for a disc golfer.
That was really one of the main reasons why we partnered, is because I wanted the best of the best.
How do they know I want that? I'm like, duh, that's how the family thinking about you.
Official merchandise of the 2024 PDGA World Championships. A wide array of apparel items and gear celebrating the biggest competition in the sport. Shop the entire collection on shopledgestone.com.
Beth at 69.
I just told myself, you got to will this one in there. Whatever you have, just will it in there.
This man is unbelievable. This is what athletes live for. This is the moment.
Your rating is one of the most valuable things you get with a membership. This gives you accurate numbers to track how well you've been doing and your overall improvement in the game. You also get a member number when you register with the PDGA. Your PDGA number is a stamp for when you got involved in the sport. It's a badge of pride for players and a part of your disc golf identity. Get your number today. Visit pdga.com/join.
The United States Disc Golf Championship, a tournament with history unmatched in the disc golf world.
You bet! Holyn Handley is on fire.
Talk about giving the crowd a show. What a performance from Kyle Klein.
Gannonberg, this kid is unbelievable.
TeamDiscraft.com, your ultimate destination for exclusive player-inspired releases, collaborations, and collections. Discover limited edition discs, apparel, and accessories you won't find anywhere else. TeamDiscraft.com brings you the gear you need for the ultimate fan shopping experience. Don't miss out on these one-of-a-kind items. Shop today and rep your favorite team.
My Zuka car is most helpful because it allows me to carry a massive amount of discs. My backups have backups, and I can fit all of that in my cart.
The putter pouch, that's definitely my favorite feature. Slick, holds everything that I need in there.
The room and the things that I can carry on the course in the Zuka fits me perfectly.
I'm not the tall person right here. I like the handle. It can be up and down. That's my point right there. All I have to do is just thinking about what I'm gonna birdie.
The 2024 World Championships are presented by the PDGA, the professional association for all disc golfers, and Zuka, disc golf carts for a better game.
Well, get your hands on our Disc Golf Pro Tour 10th season supporter box, packed with exclusive collectibles, including the Discraft Crystal Luna, 3 additional discs, a 10th season commemorative shirt, and more, limited to just 500 boxes. So grab yours now before they're gone. Go to dgpt.com/shop or scan the QR code on your screen. Back to the course, Natalie Ryan, second shot on hole 2. To the third. Tatar for birdie to make it back-to-back.
Be a good test to see how her putter's feeling this morning.
Dead center. So Kristen, a strong start, 2 down through 3. Already up 3 spots on the leaderboard. But a long road back towards the top.
And Paige Pierce, when she made those comebacks, those huge comebacks in these major championships, she was at the top of her game. So there's only so many bad rounds that the world's best player can have. I'm expecting to see Kristen pop off a really high-rated round and climb her way back up. Like you said, long way to go, but she has it in her. Just waiting for it to happen.
Eveliina getting ready to tee off with the lead card. Pretty happy with her round yesterday. She said in her interview after the round, played well, with a couple of bad putts, as always, with a smile on her face.
She's such a good thrower, and we see how well she does out in the open, but she's really accurate in the woods, too. Frustration there from Kristen. Turns it over too much, but it sounded pretty quiet.
All right. Eveliina, Holyn, Handley, our leaders, they're teeing off on the other side.
Hey everyone, James Conrad here with Team MVP. Just gonna talk really quickly about my team series, Neutron Detour. It's just a ton of fun to throw in the woods. You can get some really slow flip ups. I mean, this is a really cool stamp, I think, so check it out on the MVP Pro Shop.
Discover the difference at Disc Golf Deals USA. Get photos and actual weight of every disc, rewards with every purchase, and fast shipping. Your game, our passion. Shop now at discgolfdealsusa.com.
What a disc is going to feel like before you get it, you have to check out OTB disc. The first thing I'm looking for when I grab a new disc is the feel of the disc. It's got to be confidence instilled. Virtually in your hand tells you what the disc is going to feel like, how heavy it's going to be. It's everything you want to know before it shows up to your house.
It's really, really helpful in not only finding a disc that looks beautiful, but is also exactly what you're looking for it to feel like. Of course, when you're dealing with OTB, you're going to get only the best.
Well, the 2025 Pro Tour schedule is now here. We're excited to unveil the core schedule for the United States and Europe alongside next year's PDGA Pro Major schedule. Check out where we're headed next season. Scan the QR code. 10th season of the DGPT. And the DGPT Championship, it's not going to be in Charlotte next year. It's going to be right here in Lynchburg. And if you want to follow along with all the action next season, you can get your tickets for the first time right now. 2025 tickets available with the season pass. So you can get unbeatable value for all 2025 events. Season passes are limited and only available until the end of the 2024 DGPT season. And you can come out and check out all of the awesome events, like how about Holland Handley at the Throw Pink last year. Throw Pink Championship featuring 40 of the best women in the world competing for all women and their families whose lives have been impacted by breast cancer. VIP passes are on sale now for this year's event. It's coming up just a couple, well, about a month and a half. And what a show this was.
Yeah, it really makes me think of the first time that Kristen and Holland went head-to-head. It was a playoff. Holland came out on top. And I feel like it's been a huge topic of conversation recently. Holland's been winning, but Kristen hasn't been in the field. We'll see how it shakes up.
Joining us worldwide on the Disc Golf Network, welcome to the third round of the 2024 PDGA Professional Disc Golf World Championships presented by Zuka. On behalf of the PDGA, the Ledgestone Group, Runken Pratt, and the City of Lynchburg, we welcome you to the Discraft course at New London. For the lead card, this is the 9:30 tee time. And teeing off first, 2 rounds, she's 12 under par, and your leader from Grapevine, Texas, Holland Handley.
overamped once again. Seen Holyn having some issues overturning some of her drives.
Eveliina Salonen.
A little outside the circle.
From Rosebud, Arkansas, Kat Mertsch.
Just 3 birdies today on the first. Stacy Ronsley, Raven Klein, and Owen Scoggins.
So we see so many players going to that right side. I think that understable disc selection, they're just not hitting the line they need to.
Handley Weatherman.
Kat's disc actually got pretty far up there.
Yeah, these players are going with the straight driver, but not allowing that hyzer angle. They need to commit more to the hyzer angle, and I think that would be a great shot. Good distance anyways.
Second shot for Kristen on the 4th. Short putt left for par. Natalie Ryan putting for a long distance par on hole 2. Right in the heart. So par start for Ryan. Here's Tatar for par. Putter looking good to start. Kristen 2 down through 4 in 7th place.
Kristen already shooting 2 strokes better than round 1. That's a great drive, but it needs a sit. There's an OB line at the bottom of the hill.
Stay safe. Blomroos, we just saw her pitch up underneath the basket. This for bogey. Well, those are the putts that have her at the bottom of the list in terms of Circle 1X putting on tour. Oh, double bogey for Henna on the 2nd.
Where are we? Okay, neat. Well, let's all hang out back here in the creek, huh? What do you think, Emily? Me or you?
I can go.
Okay.
So Weatherman will go first. I think players happy to get out of hole 1 with a par.
She's not underneath the pin. The slightly elevated putt. This is a fun backyard putt. She's got to go up and over that branch, but she has a good visual of the pin.
Oh, good effort from Handley.
Eveliina had a very slow start in round 1. She did not get a birdie until hole 7. She kept finding herself at this longer distance away from the pin. We'll see if she can get something going today.
41-footer.
Just not fully committed to that one.
And not swinging it out to the right means that now she's got to come back up the hill with a little bit of a tester. Make for Kat Mertsch.
What great focus. You could see somebody walking beyond the woods back there, and I'm sure that caught her eye at a moment, but she was able to focus in on the basket, took that few extra moments to really focus in on what she needed to do.
Painful bogey for Eveliina. Undercommitted once again. Handley for her par. Oh my. Leaves it low. She will bogey. So maybe some early signs of nerves here on hole number 1.
A silly mistake there. And I can't help but to think of how close some competitions have been. And, you know, you always think about the last few holes of a tournament, but it's a stroke like that that could make all the difference.
Natalie teeing off on the 4th. Now this is hole number 3.
So Kristen is not in the most ideal position because she's down here at the base of the hill. The angle that she has to release the second shot on is so extreme with the nose up. So it's going to be challenging for her to get the distance that she needs. Still probably at least 300 feet. It fights its way. She's inside the trees, but that's going to be around circle 2.
Couple of steps outside the circle for Kristen. Looking for her 3rd birdie of the round. Blomroos. Edge of the circle. Let's take a look at Val's Keys presented by Black Ink Discs.
Tee shot commitment is going to be crucial out here. It makes so much of a change if you can have a clean tee shot and get yourself way up the fairway. Those early tree hits, that's going to really get you in trouble. And if you're throwing good, make sure you're getting those up shots really close. Eveliina, I'm talking to you. Get it underneath the pin, make less pressure on those putts, and a lot of those par 4s and par 5s, it's important to know the landing zones.
Val's Keys are presented by blackinkdiscs.com, the premium disc golf store. Henna from a knee gets the birdie. A nice bounce back after the double on 2. Here's Kristen for birdie. Some more visual frustration from Tatar. Ryan for birdie. So putting green proving a challenge for everyone right now. Here's Mertsch, who's back within 3, tied for second after bogeys from Handley and Salonen.
And Kat had the second best round out here in the first round. Clean drives, incredible putts. Nice big turnover tee shot there.
Just clipped something. Handley still in the middle. Great shape on that drive from Salonen.
Hole 4's tee shot heads up the hill. A nice straight flight will get you in good position. And Henna keeps it clean. Basket is tucked in the trees, so a nice sidearm can get that angle. This avoids those trees. Fantastic. You would take that shot every round. There are a few tee shots where it requires that shot shape. And you can see what an advantage to have a sidearm. It's really challenging to get the backhand to flip that late in the flight.
Ryan not able to get it to come back right. Handley second. Clips a tree. He's going to be scrambling for par from there. Weatherman overturns the fairway shot there. Kristen for par. So missed opportunity for the birdie from circle 2 for Kristen. She's 9 shots off the lead. And Natalie trying to punch out of those woods. Didn't get all the way clean. Eveliina, great position, 280 in. A friendly roll.
Just going to be a layup here for Henna. Right underneath the pin. So what does Kat Mertsch want to do? She's not in an ideal position. She still has quite some distance to get to the pin. Is she going to push it to give herself a putt, or is she going to play strategy and just get out to the fairway?
She did say bold strategy, Cotton. Here it is. Nicely done. Going going high, and will give herself a look.
Don't laugh at me.
Ryan for par. Nice make. Good save, and 4 straight pars for Natalie Ryan. She remains in 5th. Look at the leaderboard. Not a lot of players under par yet in our top 10.
And the only player who is looking for some redemption is making up for it, Kristen. Up 2 spots.
Silva Salonen, after a tough round yesterday, moving back up the leaderboard, 7 spots.
Yeah, and this is a course that really suits her style of golf. She's so direct in her flight. She can hit those very precise lines. Coming out to Ivy Hill provided a lot of challenge for her.
Third shot for Handley.
She needs to really control the speed of this disc as it comes closer to the basket. The green can be very skippy. I think maybe just overthinking the angle a little bit too much. She forces it over, and with a slow speed disc, it doesn't have, well, the distance there didn't allow enough space for it to recorrect. And even a slow speed disc, it's going to go on the line you throw it on.
Weatherman pitches up. Holyn not going to run it, so it will be back-to-back bogeys for Holyn Handley to begin this 3rd round. And a big opportunity for Eveliina.
Another strange distance, around 40 feet, again for Eveliina, for birdie.
Just 3-putted on the hole 1. And another poor miss.
She just doesn't have that pop. She's not putting a ton of spin on the disc. She's more just floating it out there and hoping that it's hitting the basket instead of taking control and just jamming it in the chains.
Mertsch from 50. This would be quite the make. Chance to make it a 2-shot swing and get within a shot of the lead. Mertschinator! Oh, what a start here to round 3.
Come on, uphill, inside circle 2. She has the game face on.
Well, look at this now for Salonen. She has to go to a straddle after 3 putts to start this round that had no commitment. Can she find it?
There we go.
That's a big putt for Eveliina and her confidence moving forward.
And you can just see the difference right there. There was that extra pop. She reached for the chains, full extension of her arm.
Handley takes a bogey. She's now at 10 under. Kat Mertsch is within a stroke. Kristen Tatar is lurking. Now only 8 shots back of the lead. And I want to send it down to Nate Perkins as we watch this putt from Kat Mertsch, powered by Nakua Lifestyle Power. What a make. And Nate, it feels pretty intense out there right now. Tell us how it's feeling on the ground. Well, I'm afraid that due to some of the cellular signal issues, don't have Nate at the moment, but we will check in with him when we can.
Kat Mertsch is tapping into a different side of herself. We were not seeing the big outward of, bubbly Kat Mertsch all the time. She has looked very focused. She's got this competitive, stern face when she's making these huge putts and big drives. And that's the kind of switch that needs to happen if you want to get into that championship mode.
No birdies on hole 6 today.
That was a beautiful drive from Kristen. I think that's exactly how she dreamed it up. Are you kidding me? There's the release you're looking for. A perfect drive from Emily Weatherman.
Not ideal for Eveliina. Long putt up the hill from circle's edge.
Great distance. Really controlled shot from Holyn.
Looking for her first birdie of the round. Go to the 5th. Hailey King.
Obi Pond up at the top of the hill, and Hailey manages to keep it safe. There's perfect footing up there. It's nice and flat, and you could see the pin. It's a huge advantage to be up there on your drive.
Hailey even on the round after getting birdies on the 2nd and the 4th.
And another 30, 40 feet longer. Natalie Ryan with a big drive.
Second shot for Missy Gannon on the 6th.
She can throw those tunnel shots so well. You need to keep it safe on 6.
Another long range putt for Mertsch. 67 feet this time. Pretty good run. But she is going to have to settle for a par on one of the easiest holes on the course. Eveliina from 30 feet. Much more committed that time. Handley missed a putt from this distance, maybe even a little inside this distance on hole 1. Not this time. Birdie for Handley gets her back to 11 under. She's going to pick up a stroke on Mertsch and Salonen. Weatherman for a birdie. Is now tied for third. Mertsch in for par. And Salonen in for par. Blomroos throwing her second shot on the 5th.
And you can see why being up at the top of the hill is such an advantage. She can see the tunnel that she's trying to hit through the trees. Perfectly in the middle of the fairway after her drive. OB lines both sides.
Green flag. Only 18% of the field taking a par on the 6th.
Look at how far Hailey King's drive was. With just a short chip layup for her. And Natalie even closer, almost to the tree line.
Big power off the tee from Ryan and King. And they'll both have short birdie putts. So the chase card starting to chase. Slow start for Eveliina and Holyn. Things are tightening up on the leaderboard.
So we know that Holyn has a sidearm, but she's choosing to go backhand. Those trees just guard the access to the pin. You really have to go to that left side and bring it around. I haven't seen too many players get to the basket by throwing directly through those trees. That's a friendly kick for Kat to give her an open look at a putt. Oh my.
Wow.
Well, there's one player that gets through the trees. Eveliina, park job.
So she is inside the bullseye looking for her first birdie of the round.
This is crazy. I'm not sure that any of these players intended to go through the trees or go straight at it. It requires so much luck. But she makes it work. And you gotta get a little lucky when you're playing in the woods. Or you hope you can get a little lucky anyways.
It certainly does not hurt. So Salonen snakes her disc through the trees on the right side, and she is parked. Blomroos for birdie. Off the band. Go back to the 6th. Gannon's third shot. Two really good shots from Gannon, and still well back of the pin. How aggressive will she be? Going for it.
OB carry And lands it just outside the bullseye.
She is going to have a great opportunity for the first birdie of the day. So maybe Missy Gannon can start to make a run. Handley's second to about 15 feet. Weatherman also has to pitch up. A little bit of work left for Emily. Here's King for birdie on the 5th. Got it. So King sitting in 7th. 7 shots back of Handley. Mertsch for a birdie to get back within 1 stroke of the lead. Just a little too far away that time for Mertsch. Here's Ryan for birdie. That's her first of the day. She's 4 shots back. Well, Val, it's been a very interesting start to today's round. You can feel the tension rising as we approach the midway point of the tournament. Holyn in for par.
And every hole that goes on, every round, as we get closer to the finals, the pressure is just going to ramp up. These players are going to feel the pressure standing over even putts like this.
Par for Mertsch. This from Weatherman, also for par. And last putt, Eveliina for a birdie. She's in, and she's tied for second, 2 shots back of Handley. Kristen getting caught up in the trees. 3rd shot. And that is not a great looking shot. See if she has a window into the green from there, trying to scramble to save par. On the tee of the 6th. Not a ton of distance that time for Brian, but in the middle. So here's Kristen's live for her 4th shot.
So there is no OB line on that left side. I misspoke. But she now has to clear that tall grass, which is marked OB, right before the pin. She gets over, but that's going to be a long putt. Eveliina is going to be in that same territory we saw Kristen. So getting up to that ridge line, there's about 10, 15 feet of flat area that you can land on. And to the right of that landing zone is OB. And you're throwing it this high. You need that forward progression. Anything that hyzers out finds its way down the hill. Let's see if it stops before the OB line.
Oh, dangerous, but it does settle. That's a lot of distance from Holyn.
going with the sidearm to kind of combat the slope of the hill. Bring the shot from left to right. And she also gets the roll down the hill. Stay safe.
Back to the sixth. Kristen for a long distance par from circle 2. Like many today, Kristen will bogey the 6th. That's disappointing after a great tee shot. Ryan second. And this tree line just wants to pull the disc into that side. Exactly where we saw Kristen. Missy, birdie. The first of the day, the first of her round. She's back to even par on the day, and that's going to get a stroke on maybe the entire field. Take a look at some of the course notes here at New London from World Tournament Director Nate Heinold.
Yeah, this is a very tricky course, actually designed by Paul Macbeth. And you hear Nate Heinold talk about surviving par 4s, attack the par 5s. Hole 6 is providing so much difficulty, very much challenging, a lot of OB lines. The finish is very tough. 4 pars to close out the round won't hurt you. And so I think that's a really good sign of being patient in the woods. Pars can make up strokes on the field. Let's talk about OB being avoidable. You can be on the right side of the fairway, keep yourself in bounds. And hearing from Paul Macbeth, he actually mentioned that there's a lot more OB out on this course than he would have liked. He doesn't like a lot of OB in the woods. He feels the trees can really provide the challenge. But there are some areas that are conservation areas, so they want players to stay out of there, so the OB lines have been installed.
There's actually more OB on this course in its standard setting than they have here at the tournament. They took out some of the OB. Uh-oh. And Kat Mertsch unable to avoid the OB.
That was just not a great throw. Keeping it so far to the left. The sidearm should be working its way to the right, but you just left it a little too straight.
So Weatherman appears to have just barely stayed in bounds. No, it looks like they're updating it, and she did go OB. So this is her third shot.
I don't know, Nate. I don't know how avoidable OB lines are. We're seeing it really come into play here on hole 5. Good height. She keeps it low enough to keep moving forward, and a great upshot from Eveliina. She gives a little shrug because she can't see the pin. It's a blind shot from down there at the bottom of the hill. But I feel like Eveliina, that's going to be just so important for her to keep those upshots close. We see that her putt is just not clicking. She's not looking confident from circle's edge. So if she can keep the putts close, she can tap those in. She's a good enough putter to make things within 15, 20 feet. But anything farther than that, it's pushing her limits of comfortability. I'm not comfortable with that word. Holyn's drive went just so far. She's got herself past the slope and has a really great angle to the pin.
Oh, nice redirect. And she's parked. Take another look at the upshot from Handley.
It's still a blind shot for Holyn, even though she went so far on her drive. But this helpful tree at the very end prevented it from skipping at least 20 feet to the left. Gives her a much closer putt. This is a bummer to go OB on this left side. You're pretty far from the basket, so there's not much of a chance to save yourself. The cat's not even lining up a putt. Oh no.
And now double bogey comes into play.
"74 feet.
So Weatherman pitches up. She'll be putting for bogey. Mertsch for bogey. She's been one of the best Circle 2 putters this weekend. Decent effort, but Mertsch looking at a double bogey. First blemish on her scorecard today. Eveliina for birdie. She's in. Very well played. Eveliina will take over solo second place as Mertsch drops back. So Mertsch now tied for fourth. Handley has this for birdie. So she maintains a two-shot lead over Eveliina. Back to even par on the round. And this will actually be for double bogey for Weatherman. So a moment ago on the sixth, Ryan has to just pitch out of the left side woods. Throwing 4, clean look. Just outside the bullseye. Has that left for par. So here we go. Hole 6, it's a beast.
It sure is. And you want to have some positive vibes on your mind when you head into the hardest hole on the course. We have the OB line marked on the right side of the fairway. It's on the inside of that tree line, and then there's no OB line on that left. And so for our backhanded throwers, you really need to make sure you're keeping your drive nice and straight Landing that first drive in the middle of the fairway is going to set you up for this second shot. You see players bringing it out wide to the right, and at the very end, here is where you want to get around the corner, but you want to make sure you're carrying it a little bit straighter. I think players, we've seen them saw it off a little bit. Natalie Ryan ended up over here on the left side, Kristen on the left side, and then right here. This is where you want to be throwing your shot over the OB line. So we saw Natalie forced to pitch out just short of that OB, and then that gave her a good angle to attack the pin from there. But if you're not far enough down the fairway to go for it on your third shot, then you might have to lay up there as well. And you get to this area, throwing it too far past the basket, you could have a tricky putt. And that's what Heidi has coming up.
This for the second birdie of the day on the hole. Got it. Nice make for Laine.
It is sure helping the average score on this hole. At one point, it was over 2 strokes over par on average. Right now, it's averaging a 1.19 over par.
Well, Ellie Mittling bringing down the average a little bit, took a 12 on the 6th, going out of bounds twice and 4 putting from inside the circle. So we see Ryan save her par.
And we saw 80% of the field was getting a bogey or worse up until Missy Gannon and Heidi got the birdies.
This is a hole Eveliina can take advantage of.
Is her nice straight flying fairway driver. A lot of room for error throwing it that much in the air. Heiser's out to the left side.
So hard to have the airspace to do much with that second shot now for Handley. Really want to test that OB right side.
Well done from Emily.
And that's not coming back. That's a big mistake for Mertsch. Well, there's a look at Ellie Mittling's scorecard. Tough, tough day for Mittling.
And then tough to bounce back from the 12, 7, and 8. Brutal.
12 over par strokes in that stretch from 6 to 8. Talented young player, still learning how to handle the challenges of these golf rounds. It's not great from Mertsch.
That was a tricky angle that Kat had, being so close to that right side. She needed to throw that understable disc, trust it a little bit more, but she needed to work it back to the right, which is near the OB line. So that's a lot of danger coming into her mind.
Kat Mertsch now in a precarious spot. Lying 3, not even close to the corner. Needs to avoid more mistakes. like we saw yesterday at Ivy Hill, Emily Weatherman not trying to overplay the hole, just playing for par, being smart, and you can become a supporter of the DGPT with the 10th season supporter box. And if you scan that QR code or go to dgpt.com/shop, you can get that supporter box packed with exclusive collectibles, including the Discraft Crystal Luna, 3 additional discs, a 10th season commemorative shirt, and more. Limited to just 500 boxes. Grab yours now before they're gone.
And now where Kat has laid up out into the fairway, she's going to have to lay up again. I think it's just too far of a distance for her to reach the pin from there. Well, that's helpful. Rolling forward and then a little bit more into the fairway.
Evelina's got the power to reach the green from there. Such a tricky shot.
The angle of release is going to be so important for Holyn to make sure that it's high enough, getting around the corner, and not fading back to the OB line.
Well done. Got it to pan to flat.
And we heard from Holyn in that first round, she wasn't forcing anything to happen. The shots she wanted were just coming easily. She was hitting the lines, almost surprising herself on some shots. And it was really good conversations between her and her caddy, keeping herself nice and calm. Now that's a good shot. She'll be able to throw over the OB near the basket from there. Pretty quiet out here on this card as they walk their way down the hardest hole in the course. A lot of focus happening. Holyn does not have a clear look at the pin. This needs to be such a precise shot to avoid the trees and to hit the landing zone, to get over on that safe. It's starting to look like a layup. Very smart.
So Holyn will be playing for par. Oh no. Just a straight misfire out of bounds for Weatherman. All right, so after a big backup, the third card will take the tee of the 7th. Kristen coming off the bogey on 6. That's a big drive from Kristen.
She is staring this down. Doesn't even want to look at it at one point.
But gets the green flag.
It didn't look that bad to me. She was on a straight line, continuing to fly forward, but maybe that last tree kick at the end is what slowed the disc down to keep her safe.
So this will be the 4th shot for Weatherman after going out of bounds.
Gotta hurry up. Whew, that was scaring me for a second. I didn't know if it had enough power to get over that OB. And then those sneaker trees on that left side, if you hit those, you can have a high chance to kick back into the OB.
That was actually her 5th shot onto the green, so she'll be putting for a bogey. Plenty of airspace here for Handley.
Very nice.
Well done. Handley's done a really nice job of playing smart golf this weekend when she's gotten out of position. See the chase card here waiting at the tee of hole number 7. Pretty big backup on the par 5. So Mertsch onto the green. She'll be putting for a double bogey. It's going to be back-to-back big numbers for Kat.
Eveliina, get through. She does.
Very inside, but gets away with it. Couple lucky breaks today for Salonen. She is going to have a look at the birdie up on the green.
Yeah, you're right.
It took me a minute now.
Yeah, I've been
It's the range of scores that we have on this card alone. Hole 6 is shaking things up.
Silva, 5 down through 9. Climbing 12 spots up the leaderboard. Talk about taking advantage of the course that favors your skill set.
Yeah, that's huge. That's one of the best scores that we've seen on this course. Round 1, of course, Holyn at 10 under. Kat Mertsch through 7 under. And then it was a couple of 5 unders. So Silva is certainly on pace.
So Kristen safe by not much, the length of a disc.
And from there, you're just laying up to the edge of OB.
Eveliina unable to take advantage of getting to the green in 3. This is for bogey for Weatherman. So it's going to be a double bogey. Hole 6, doling out the pain. Mertsch. Knocks down the putt. She will drop to 5 under. Holyn for par. she and Eveliina starting to get some separation once again from the rest of the field. Mertsch is now 7 shots off the lead. Weatherman is going to take a double bogey. So just Natalie Ryan in 3rd place within 5 strokes of Handley. So Weatherman in for double bogey. She drops to 4 under, tied for 5th. Well, an interesting round so far. Not a lot of birdies to be had. And a big backup at the 7th. So we're going to take a break here at the PDGA Pro World Championships presented by Zuka. We'll be back in a moment.